Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Jobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, man, this literally does not work. Let's get open for business and let's wake up the football gods. Oh my goodness. Okay, so finally, today, friends, today at practice, we had our first fight. Lyle Collins, Tristan Hill kind of got into it there. Tristan Hill beat Lyle Collins, and Taco ended up having the sack, and somehow there was a little fight in there. And sometimes that's a good thing. We haven't had any overheated battles and things like that, but sometimes that's what you need to really spice things up, to really get people flowing and get people's juices going. We got our first preseason game, of course, on Saturday. Of course, a lot of our starters won't be playing and stuff. We know Zach Martin won't be there. We know Zeke Elliott won't be in there. But we're going to see a lot of these young guys. And we've lost cut Lance Lenoir. And there's a lot of guys on the bubble and stuff that need to show their wares this weekend. So we'll be doing a live stream during the game. But we've got the whole contract situation. It's the only situation in the NFL that everybody's talking about. Should Zeke get paid? Should Amari get paid? Should Dak get paid and things? And this was an interesting thing, watching Marcellus Wiley talking about why Dak Prescott should or should not get paid. And then later, the dumbest thing that I have ever heard in my life. We'll go to that clip after this one, but let's listen to this one here real quick.
Star for ESPN, and it was for trash money.
Okay.
$500 a column, trash money, And I did it because I was like, "Oh God, I'm a wreck shop."
Yeah.
And I did.
Yeah.
And they looked foolish about a year later.
Right. A year later.
You
gotta wait 4-5 years.
Exactly. With like respect, but when you was writing that 500, guess what? You didn't have a ton of support and metrics that said you were who you thought you were. He actually does. And Tom Francis bringing that to the table. And that's why Stephen Jones said, I got top 5 for you, but that's it. And that's where I stopped.
So what you saying? You saying that he should play this year out?
I think he's getting one to answer the question. He's getting great advice. He's already went from mid-20s, y'all, to 32, maybe 33. Because if you sign at 32, you're Carson Wentz. Okay. I did more than Carson Wentz. I know he was in NFL MVP discussion before injury, but numbers to numbers, I got Carson Wentz. So why would you stop there? Why would you stop less than?
But see, Carson Wentz gets that contract because he was drafted number 2 overall.
And
that's why. That's
he's got
why.
more upside.
Yeah, way more.
He's shown more potential.
He got to stay on the field.
I can't wait to see these metrics. Marcellus keeps talking about that Dak has.
Second most wins.
Thank you.
What do you mean other?
Second most wins riding the horse called Ezekiel Elliott and the defense.
Oh, y'all want to do this?
How do they?
Y'all want to do this? How much we got in this
jockey? Billy Shoemaker.
Keep going. Keep going.
Secretariat is more famous than the jockey.
Listen. Keep going. No, y'all keep talking. I need 20 seconds. I need 20 seconds.
Secretariat.
Who?
Dak is the jockey.
Oh, God, really?
Zeke is the horse that they ride.
Player in the league.
They get their points the old school
That
way.
is disrespect.
They
Y'all
get their points the old school
Bam.
way.
Here I go.
Running the football.
Y'all messed up now.
Okay.
Y'all messed up now. Can we talk? All right, Carson Wentz, Jared Goff, and Dak Prescott. Y'all always say Dak is third.
Jared Goff and Carson Wentz teams both been to the Super Bowls.
Jared Goff actually did it, but Carson Wentz didn't. All right, who started more games out of those 3?
Oh, those ain't metrics.
Dak. Who has higher completion percentage? Dak. Who has more passing yards? Dak.
How many playoff games have they won?
What?
How many playoff games?
Interceptions. Who has the fewest? Dak. Passer rating. Who has the highest? Dak. Rushing yards. Dak.
Marcellus.
Rushing touchdown. Dak. Total touchdowns. Dak. Can y'all get off my face?
How many playoff games have they won?
I'm Todd Friends. We ain't stopping till we get the
How
morning
many
dark.
playoff games have they won?
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz, they won. Jack.
They got a Super Bowl because of him. Partly because of him.
No,
Partly because of him. Okay, all right. So that's one argument. Now let me go to this one. This guy, I got to tell you, man.
This is Kramer
This is
Marcellus.
the
old school.
It's a classic about divorce.
This is the biggest pile of crap I have ever heard in my damn life. I'm trying to understand why Jabba the Hutt here is actually on Sports Talk. I mean, let's listen to this whole theory. It's not that Zeke Elliott is trying to get more money because of Jerry Jones. It's because of Dak.
Kramer versus Kramer, Marcellus?
Ooh, old school.
It's a classic about divorce and child custody. It starred Dustin Hoffman and Meryl Streep, a real tearjerker. But it did far more than tug at your heartstrings. It made you think about gender roles in a marriage and what's really important in life. Kind of like all the drama surrounding the Dallas Cowboys and new contracts. America's team is a new hit movie, Cowboy versus Cowboy, starring Zeke Hoffman and Dak Street. The salary cap is the baby they're fighting over. At one time, Dak and Zeke were the perfect couple.
Yeah.
They were Barack and Michelle,
Yeah.
Kim and Kanye, Jay and Bay, me and Tamron Hall.
Not.
But now, this is headed toward John and Lorena Bobbitt, Sonny and Cher, Ike and Tina.
Ooh.
Me and Tamron Hall's Twitter DMs. Ooh. Ice cold, baby. Ice cold. All right, people can't see the big picture yet. It's like in the early scenes of Kramer versus Kramer. You couldn't see where the movie was really going. You couldn't see all the points it would make and the gigantic plot twist at the end. But the ingredients are there. Cowboys president Stephen Jones laid down some additional plot points yesterday when he claimed the running back market reset when Le'Veon Bell signed his new deal with the Jets. Jones's point is that Zeke should ignore the money Todd Gurley got and accept the fact that even after sitting out an entire season, Bell had to accept a lesser deal than Gurley's. Here's what Stephen Jones misses. Zeke has more leverage than Le'Veon. Bell's Pittsburgh holdout failed because Ben Roethlisberger can stand on his own 2 feet without Le'Veon Bell. The same cannot be said confidently of Dak Prescott. I've been repeating myself for the past month. Zeke is in a contract dispute with Dak, not Jerry or Stephen Jones. This is Cowboy versus Cowboy. Go look at the running backs playing alongside the $30 million quarterbacks. Can you name the running backs for these quarterbacks? Russell Wilson, Ben Roethlisberger, Aaron Rodgers, Carson Wentz, Matt Ryan? See, when they pay you $30 million, they're saying you don't need Ezekiel Elliott, Le'Veon Bell, Todd Gurley, or Melvin Gordon in the backfield. Does Dak need Zeke? Did Sonny need Cher? Did Ike need Tina? Did we or did we?
Okay, enough of that crap. Well, I will say this much, that, when you talked about Seattle, the Cowboys did beat them in the playoffs last year. And when you talk about New England, they do running back by committee. They actually ran more yards than the Dallas Cowboys did last year. And when you talk about the teams that were in the Super Bowl, like the Rams, you kind of had Todd Gurley. You know what I'm saying? You talk about San Diego, Melvin Gordon. So your argument right there is crazy. And this has nothing to do with that, because here's the thing. Everybody always tries to put the players against the players because he got paid and everything. No. The players aren't pissed off about each other getting paid. They all realize, get yours. It's on you to be the best player you can, to work out the best deal, to have the best management organization to get all of yours. I'll do the same thing. This whole thing that they try and make up and make you think that, this is not about, anything else other than Zeke and Dak. No, it's not. The reality is we need all of the above. We had Dak and we had Zeke, and guess what? We were 3-5. 3-5. We got Amari, we got Dak, and we got Zeke. We put them together. We were 7-1. That's the bottom line. That's the only matrix that matter. And this whole thing that, those statistics don't count. Winning percentage, completion percentage, less interceptions, and more games, they all matter, which is the reason why there's the second most wins in the NFL. Now, I don't understand Jason Witlock, and it's hard to believe. Can you believe this guy is 2 years younger than I am? He's 2 years younger than me. I don't know how he is the expert be-all, end-all as far as the Dallas Cowboys go, because it seems like everything he does is about throwing shade at the Dallas Cowboys. Today it's Dak Prescott and Zeke Elliott, okay? Tomorrow it's don't pay Zeke Elliott. The next day it's Jerry Jones is an idiot. There is never once, and I mean once, that I have ever heard Jason Witlock say, you know what? They did something right. When they were 3-5, I expected them to go ahead and kill the Cowboys. But when they go 7-1, you should then turn around and say, hey, they turned it around. They did a nice job. Instead, it's nothing but hate thrown their way. But it's okay, because we're going to continue to call you out, Jabba the Hutt. I'm Mark Holmes, and I hope you guys have a great day, and I can't wait till Saturday night. I'll see you soon.